This week on the World's Fastest Car Show, it's time for part 2 of our Dodge Charger Challenge. And then we head to SEMA for the hottest cars and the awards that came with them. Check it out, it's a great one.
Every year, the organisers of SEMA hand out 4 prestigious awards in a variety of categories. Now, in our own unique way, and with a definitely non-corporate SEMA twist, we're going to be bringing you what we consider best of show in each of those categories. Check this out. Winner of the hottest 4x4 award is Jeep, and in true style we managed to find one that I think shows what you can do with quite a bit of money and a lot of imagination. This is the Call of Duty Black Ops model, and it's spectacular. I mean, every single bit of it looks like it's come straight out of a comic book and someone's imagination, but it is very much the real deal. It's covered in ballistic material, it's got real bullet holes. They stood there, the Rangers didn't fire at it, and then they airbrushed them for a bit of effect. Inside, you've even got a holster for his and hers revolvers, handguns, and even the gear shifter has got like the top cylinder from a revolver. Then, of course, who wouldn't go anywhere without a little bit of machine gun adorning your car? Room for 4, very nice. If there's any blood or guts, you can just wash it out. I can count about 9 guns on the vehicle, but it's actually all been done for a very good cause. It's for sort of the Rangers Veterans Association. They're going to sell raffle tickets throughout the year on a tour around the country, raising about $3.5 million. This is valued at over $100,000. Winner of the hottest truck award at SEMA is the Ford F-Series. And I'm standing right now next to one that, well, definitely had its Wheaties. Believe it or not, that is the door handle. I'm 6 foot, and that's the driver's side door handle. The top of the rear bed stands at over 7 foot. It's got this massive Cummins diesel engine. And when I stand next to something like this, I had to show it to you, because who would drive it? Why would they drive it? And how could they afford to drive it? Can you imagine trying to park this in LA? And the winner of the hottest sports compact is the Fiat 500. Now, I'm a huge fan of the original, the Cinquecento, and as you can see, no sooner has the Fiat 500 landed on the American shores than people are starting to mess with it. This car is absolutely fantastic. Look at it. It's got 3 color tones of the paint, interior matches, they put great sporty wheels on it, and put a roof rack with sort of the outdoor sportsman's kit all over it. It just goes to show that you can do an awful lot with a little, as I've always told my wife. And winner of the hottest car 2011 is the Chevy Camaro, and boy, ouch, this one is hot. Take a look, it's actually the Hot Wheels Chevy Camaro concept. And you know what they've done by taking 2 of the largest brand names in the automotive business and putting them together? Of course, they could allow full imagination and creativity to run reign. First of all, what can you say about this paint that the paint job doesn't say for itself? I mean, the car is just gorgeous, and it goes as good as it looks. This is quite a car. Do you know what? And the other thing I like about this paint job is it's like a mirror. Does my bum look big in these? There's also a really great buzz here at SEMA about the new eBay Motors mobile app. And right behind me, people are actually conducting transactions on the mobile app while the rest of the show goes on. Pretty cool. And as you know, if you want to check it out, there's also a pretty cool car show on there. Well, that's a wrap on the World's Fastest Car Show here from SEMA 2011. As you can see, some incredible awards handed out in the aftermarket categories. Thank you very much. See you next year.
Back on June 1st, 1969, Bobby Isaac won the NASCAR feature race here at an average speed of 73.7 miles an hour in a Dodge Charger. Imagine this, we're trying to match the average lap speed 42 years later. When it comes to the safety, there is none. Navigate my way around a few potholes and seams filled with grass. Non-existent safety barrier. It's about a 20-foot drop off the top there. What seems like a good idea back at the office Not so right now. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the car that I'm attempting my average lap speed challenge at the Middle Georgia Raceway, and that is the 2012 Dodge Charger SRT8. And they've really done a spectacular job with this car. In many ways, it's as capable performance-wise as some of those top luxury German performance sedans. But it's on the inside, straight from the get-go, that I'm impressed. But well, they've really made an effort in the SRT8. Got suede paneling, something I'm sure that back in 1969 my rival did not have. Also other nice touches like the SRT exclusive steering wheel. It's flat-bottomed, it's got paddle shifters. It is a 6-speed automatic gearbox, but the paddle shifters allow you to flick it straight down into the manual mode and obviously stay with the gear a lot longer. It gives you an awful lot more control. One of the big advancements for Dodge with the whole SRT8 program, the electronics pick up all the information, whether it's from the steering, the yaw, the wheel slip angles. It's incredibly reactive. This is quite an experience. Being out here on my first couple of laps on the Mid-Georgia Speedway. Up here, as you approach the higher line, it definitely is a little more adventurous. You've got roots coming down from the trees at the top. You've got quite big cracks in the road, and absolutely no bloody barrier. I can actually visualize the packed grid of cars thundering their way around this, and it was all about a good solid chassis, massive power, and men that were really bloody tough.
Let's do this.
I don't feel that brave right now. Okay, picking up some speed. Wow, it really does move as you get into the corners. Try not to get out on the loose stuff too much, because that will be pretty traumatic if we got loose on the outside of these corners. Car takes a set mid-corner, then starts to understeer out as I'm trying to build up the speed. I'm doing like 90 on the straight here, but slow down to about, I don't know, 65 in the corners. Is that enough? I'm not sure. Is that enough to do it? I'm not sure. Let's see how I've done. I don't think I got much more, so I hope it's good. How do we do?
Lap 4, 23.9.
Woo! Well, that, as they say, is how they do it Georgia style. But in all seriousness, it's given me a huge new level of respect for those brave racers from the 60s and 70s that drove those relatively primitive cars at huge speeds on racetracks like this all over America. And just remember, I did that lap time average speed over 1 lap. They did it over the entire race distance, including fuel stops, pit stops, and obviously yellow flag situations. Really good drivers, crazy times. A huge special thanks to Tim and Larry for letting us out here on this secret hidden racetrack, and well, I'll catch you next time on the world's fastest car show. Damn, that was fun.
Check back each week for more on your eBay Motors mobile app. And for even more world's fastest car show action, click over to ebaymotors.com/WFCS, as in the world's fastest car show.